Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel Expensive Coins, the home of rare treasures and unbelievable stories hidden in everyday money. Today, we are diving into some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the market, so before we begin don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, because what I'm about to show you could change the way you look at coins forever. And trust me, you'll want to watch the full video because these coins we're uncovering today are truly something special. We are talking about the top 3 quarter dollars from the United States, coins that at first glance look like the same ones you might get as change at a store, but in reality, they are rare treasures worth unimaginable amounts. These are the kinds of quarters that collectors hunt, bid for, and even fight over at auctions because of their beauty, rarity, and the stories they carry. First one is. The year 1994 may not seem too far away, but in the world of coins, even a modern quarter can hide stories of value that are beyond imagination. The 1994 quarter dollar from the United States is one of those coins that looks ordinary at first glance, yet in rare forms, it becomes a true treasure. In fact, certain variations and conditions of this coin can push its worth into the kind of figures that make collectors stop in their tracks, and yes, even change your fortune overnight. This quarter belongs to the famous Washington Quarter Series, which began back in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1994, the design had already become a staple in American pockets, but what makes these particular coins stand out is not just their history but their potential value in today's market. Some rare examples are considered ultra-valuable, fetching staggering sums when the right collector lays eyes on them. In terms of its specifications, the 1994 quarter dollar was struck with a weight of 5.67 grams, making it light yet sturdy enough for everyday use. Its diameter measures 24.26 millimeters, and the thickness stands at 1.75 millimeters, a small yet precise piece of American minting that carries decades of tradition and craftsmanship. These dimensions, consistent across quarters of the era, show just how carefully the U.S. Mint standardized its coins. The material of this coin is also worth noting. By 1994, quarters were no longer made of silver for circulation. Instead, they were composed of a copper-nickel clad, which means layers of copper and nickel fused together to create durability and shine. The outer layers are made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to an inner core of pure copper. This combination not only gave the coin a strong resistance to wear, but also its iconic silvery look. But here's where things become fascinating. While most 1994 quarters are common, the rarest examples are those with errors, misstrikes, or proof conditions. Imagine a quarter struck slightly off-center, or with doubled lettering, or even one minted on the wrong metal planchet. These mistakes, invisible to most, make a collector's heart race. And when such a coin shows up, its price can skyrocket into the millions in today's collecting world. The 1994 quarter dollar isn't just a piece of small change, it is a reflection of America's coinage artistry and history. It carries on its obverse the dignified portrait of George Washington, his profile sharp and noble, while the reverse displays the proud American eagle with wings spread, clutching arrows and olive branches. This design, unchanged for decades, holds a nostalgic power that only adds to its collectible charm. Now, let's imagine you stumble upon one of these coins in perfect, mint-state condition, uncirculated and gleaming as if it had just left the presses of the U.S. Mint. Such a coin doesn't just catch light, it catches fortune. Collectors today would pay unimaginable sums for the chance to own it, because rarity combined with perfection is the ultimate recipe for wealth in the coin world. And then there are the dirty, worn-out versions, coins that at first glance appear useless. Yet, in some cases, collectors crave them precisely because of their uniqueness. A dirty, stained, or off-colored 1994 quarter could be a hidden gem, harboring the very traits that set it apart from the billions of ordinary ones. This is why no coin, no matter how small, should be dismissed without a careful look. The power of this coin lies in its unpredictability. One ordinary quarter can mean 25 cents, while another, from the same year, can mean a life-changing fortune. That is the magic of coin collecting, the thrill of discovery, the surprise of finding gold in what the world considers ordinary silver. For coin enthusiasts, the 1994 quarter represents more than just money. It represents the hunt, the dream, and the endless pursuit of treasure in everyday objects. It is proof that wealth doesn't always come in bars of gold or stacks of bills. It can rest quietly in the palm of your hand, disguised as a quarter-dollar coin. Auction houses around the world have witnessed these coins cross their tables, and when bidding begins, it is like a firestorm. Numbers climb rapidly, collectors outbid one another in fierce passion, and the humble 1994 quarter transforms into $1 million prize. That's when the true weight of its value is felt, not in grams, but in fortune. Think about it. A coin that weighs just 5.67 grams and fits comfortably in your pocket could hold the power to rewrite your destiny. It may look like any other piece of change, but in truth, it's a tiny masterpiece worth far more than meets the eye. This is why experts urge collectors and even everyday people to look closely at the coins they hold. And so, the 1994 quarter dollar from the United States remains a living legend. It's not just a piece of money, it's a story, a symbol, and a silent promise of wealth to those lucky enough to uncover its rarest forms. If you ever come across one, remember, don't spend it. Treasure it. For in that small coin may lie the fortune of a lifetime. In conclusion, the 1994 quarter is more than currency. It's an opportunity, a mystery, and a fortune disguised as pocket change. Whether pristine, silver-tone proof, or even in dirty, unusual condition, this coin has the power to turn a simple collector into a billionaire overnight. It is the very definition of hidden treasure, waiting patiently for its next discoverer. Next is the 1997 quarter dollar from the United States might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but within its small frame lies the potential to change lives. Among collectors, certain examples of this coin have reached heights of value that ordinary people would find unimaginable. It is a simple coin, yes, but its story is extraordinary, and in the right condition, it holds the power to turn pocket change into overnight fortune. This quarter belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, an iconic design that features the proud profile of America's first president on the obverse. By 1997, this series had already become a legend, having circulated for decades. Yet even after so many years, the quarter continued to hide treasures for those who could recognize its rare forms and unique errors. Some examples from 1997 are now worth millions in today's collecting market. When it comes to its physical features, the 1997 quarter dollar weighs 5.67 grams, just like others of its era. Its diameter measures 24.26 millimeters, and its thickness is 1.75 millimeters. These precise measurements were carefully maintained by the U.S. Mint to ensure consistency across all quarters. It may be small, but it is crafted with a level of precision that makes it stand out as a piece of artistry as well as currency. The material composition of the 1997 quarter tells another part of its story. By this time, quarters were no longer struck in silver for circulation. Instead, they were created using a copper-nickel clad composition, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This gave the coin its silver-like shine while also making it strong enough to endure decades of circulation. But here is where the magic begins. While most 1997 quarters are common, certain ones with rare minting errors or proof strikes are incredibly valuable. Imagine finding a quarter struck slightly off-center, or one minted with double details, or perhaps even one pressed on the wrong type of blank metal. These accidents, rare as they are, create coins that collectors crave with unmatched passion. On the obverse, the portrait of George Washington looks as timeless as ever, his features sharp and commanding. On the reverse, the majestic eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, a powerful reminder of America's strength and peace. Even though this design was later replaced by the State Quarters program in 1999, the 1997 issue was among the final years of the classic eagle reverse, making it a nostalgic treasure for many collectors. Picture holding one of these coins in perfect, uncirculated condition. The shine would be flawless, the details crisp, as if frozen in time. A coin like that does not simply sit in a display case, it commands attention. Collectors would bid furiously to own it, and the price could rise into millions. That's the power of rarity combined with perfection. Even coins in dirty, stained, or worn condition can carry massive value if they reveal an unusual error. What most people see as damage or imperfection, a keen collector may see as uniqueness. A discolored 1997 quarter, or one with a strange strike, could be exactly the type of piece that transforms a handful of change into an unimaginable payday. The truth about this coin is that its value lies not only in what it is, but in what it could be. Every 1997 quarter carries the possibility of being extraordinary, and it is that chance, no matter how slim, that makes every find exciting. To a collector, this coin is not just metal, it is a dream, a promise of wealth hidden in plain sight. Auction houses have seen these coins cross their stages, and when they do, the atmosphere is electric. Bidders push the price higher and higher, knowing that they are chasing something more than a coin. They are chasing history, rarity, and fortune itself. Watching a small 5.67-gram piece of metal climb into million-dollar territory is enough to leave anyone stunned. Think about it. A coin small enough to slip into your pocket, weighing less than a teaspoon of sugar, can carry the weight of a fortune big enough to last generations. This is why collectors worldwide pay close attention to coins like the 1997 quarter. You never know when the next one to surface will shock the market again. The 1997 quarter is also a reminder of the unpredictability of wealth. Some people work a lifetime to build their fortunes, while others find it suddenly in something as small and overlooked as a coin. It is a symbol of how opportunity can arrive in the most unexpected ways, and why no coin should ever be dismissed without a second glance. For those who collect, this quarter is a cherished piece of American history, representing the end of an era before the bold state quarter series began. For those lucky enough to find a rare error or pristine version, it becomes a key to fortune, one that could turn an ordinary day into the greatest day of their lives. In conclusion, the 1997 quarter dollar from the United States is more than just change. It is a hidden treasure, a spark of hope, and a key to unimaginable wealth. Whether in flawless mint state or as a rare error coin, it carries the potential to transform its holder into a millionaire, even a billionaire. If one of these rests in your hands, remember, never let it go cheaply, for it could hold the power to change your destiny forever. Next is the 2008 quarter dollar from the United States is not just a coin, it is a story of history, artistry, and unimaginable wealth. While millions of people may have held it casually in their hands, very few realize that some of these quarters are worth more than mansions, cars, or even entire businesses. To a collector, this small piece of metal can hold the power of fortune itself. By 2008, the state quarters program was still in full swing, celebrating the heritage of different U.S. states. These coins were not only everyday currency but also miniature works of art. Yet, among the countless examples minted, there are a select few that defy expectations. Rare varieties, minting mistakes, and flawless proofs that can sell for millions in today's feverish collector's market. The physical specifications of the 2008 quarter remain consistent with its series. It carries a weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters. These exact proportions are the result of careful precision, ensuring that every quarter struck by the United States Mint meets strict standards of quality and consistency. The coin's composition is a copper-nickel clad, with the outer layers consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a solid copper core. This design gives it a silver-colored surface that shines brilliantly when uncirculated, yet it remains durable enough to withstand decades of circulation. But sometimes, due to striking errors or planchet variations, a quarter from 2008 might look slightly different, and that small difference could mean the world to collectors. The obverse proudly displays the familiar profile of George Washington, his face embodying strength and leadership. The reverse, however, tells a different story depending on which state quarter was issued in 2008. Each design carried the essence of a state's history, culture, or natural beauty, making them miniature treasures of storytelling. But in their rarity and uniqueness lies their fortune. Special strikes and minting errors from 2008 have been known to drive collectors wild. Imagine holding a 2008 quarter that was double-struck or misaligned at the mint. Such a coin instantly moves from being worth 25 cents to being worth tens of thousands, and sometimes, through the passion of collectors competing in auctions, even millions. It is this unpredictability that makes the 2008 quarter so exciting and so powerful in the world of numismatics. The market for these coins has become increasingly fierce. With every passing year, collectors hunt more aggressively for 2008 quarters that carry unusual characteristics. In pristine, uncirculated, or proof condition, these coins become symbols of perfection. In error form, they become legends. And when legends enter the auction stage, bidding wars break out with prices soaring to unimaginable heights. Picture the scene, a quiet auction hall, the spotlight focused on a single 2008 quarter, flawless in its shine, history engraved in its details. The bidding begins modestly, but within minutes it climbs into the tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, until a final hammer strike declares the coin sold for a price that could buy a mansion. This is the reality of the 2008 quarter when rarity and demand collide. Even in worn or dirty condition, some 2008 quarters hold secrets. What looks like a damaged or ordinary coin to the untrained eye may, in fact, be a rare misstrike, a transitional error, or a proof that slipped into circulation by mistake. Such finds are the dream of every coin hunter, proof that treasure can hide in plain sight. The value of the 2008 quarter is not measured by its face value, nor even by its metallic worth. It is measured by the dream it carries, the dream of turning a coin worth 25 cents into a payday worth millions. It represents possibility, luck, and destiny wrapped into a small circle of copper and nickel. For collectors, owning a 2008 quarter of rare variety is like holding lightning in a bottle. It connects them to history, artistry, and fortune all at once. For the everyday person, stumbling upon such a coin could mean instant life transformation, a chance to leap from ordinary living into extraordinary wealth. It is no exaggeration to say that this small coin has the power to change your life overnight. While others may spend it thoughtlessly at a store, you might recognize its true worth and secure a treasure that collectors around the globe would fight to own. This is why every 2008 quarter should be checked carefully. It may not just be change, it may be your key to wealth. The story of the 2008 quarter reminds us of a larger truth. Fortune often hides where we least expect it. In pockets, in drawers, in old jars of coins, treasures are waiting to be discovered. And among them, the 2008 quarter has become one of the most exciting and valuable surprises in modern numismatics. In conclusion, the 2008 quarter dollar from the United States is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of hidden fortune, a masterpiece of design, and a life-changing opportunity waiting for the right person to uncover it. If you hold one in your hand, never let it go cheaply, for in its shine and its secrets may rest the power to rewrite your future forever.